Okay. Oh. Sebaring. Sebaring.
Tignan na sab. Ang silingan mata na. Hindi ka mga piroy. Ha?
Nitroset mga pi.
Libre inyong kape.
Espresso kaning.
Wow, espresso. Oh, what the Ay, pasa. Mugit siya. Musika ni siya basta abriyo. Kulba nga suga bay. Kulba nga suga.
Ang papasin mo sa kuya, dahil sakyanan wala.
Ha?
Nasa na sakyanan.
Yung mga magpapa na.
Isa-isa sila. Ang trabaho pa dahil.
Retire na yung papa, yung mama kay kuan, semi-retired.
Nakakuha lang, trabaho lang part-time. Pilihan siyang binikaya?
Pare-pareho na kang papa. Mama.
Diyan?
Kalimot ko sa kulit mo.
So?
Wala. So, nakalimot mo sa kulit mo.
Kaiyang. So? So account sa Pilipino po. Account sa Pilipino po.
Kaon, yung mama magpapa kaon. Yung mama first time siguro to.
Ano naman?
Nakakaon ng Pilipino nga. Pagkaon, yung papa nagkaon-kaon na siya sa una kaya na yung mga katrabahante niya. Katrabaho niya eh.
Ano sa ba yung mama? Ano sa ba yung mama?
Kaya naman, ganaman siya. Ganahan man siya sa kong giluto, char.
Ganito ko yung sinigang. Gumpa yung na.
Ilang na ako sinigang. Wapa ko kaluto sinigang. Adi na siguro na ako na ikuan.
Ano yung ikaw na anak?
Okay na siguro si Andrew, pero yung mama papa.
arthritis magawas na sa kuan. Plainom.
Hindi man daw na kayo gainom yung papa.
Sakit pinaka-arthritis. Sakit tuhod.
Na may man siya mo kuan, mobile man siya kay sige man siya bike.
Bye.
Kada kuan kada Sabado ga 100k na siya.
Terus gan pa.
Munang kuan na yung doktor nga daghan man ba siya kanang sa kuno arthritis pero mayo iyang condition.
Dito assessments. Tapos yung uric acid yung in-account.
Mapuko ka pangutan na kung nana sa ilang pamilya.
Lang pa pala yung pamilya ng uric acid. Magkakaroon na tara. Nasa gag-gout na ka? Gag-gout ba? Manghubag na yung kuwan. Mag-joining mo.
Salamat Roy. Amping.
Outside in the hall, Mr. McKinnon immediately turned from happy to upset. Mia saw that. She understood that something wasn't right, but she said nothing and waited patiently. Mr. McKinnon remained silent for a few seconds, then said, "Mia, because you're the school's top scorer on the monthly test, the principal and dean of students want you to join the best class in our them that she could get into the top 10, and they believed that she had the ability to do that. But they never thought that she would be among the top 3, let alone become the top student. They knew that she was still in class right now, so they didn't call her. Instead, they each sent her a message, expressing their happiness and admiration. Because Mia was helping her classmates review, she didn't read their replies until the morning class was over. Once they had a break, everyone surrounded Mia and repeatedly complimented her. Mia was very used to it, so she didn't feel uneasy at all. On the contrary, she happily accepted their compliments. To tell the truth, she disliked their loud discussion about her, but she showed nothing on her face because she understood that her classmates were just being nice to her. After Mr. McKinnon passed Mia's words on to the Dean of Students and the principal, the two men didn't insist. After all, they couldn't force Mia to change classrooms. During the break, Mia went to see Mr. McKinnon and asked for leave for the rest of the day, as well as tomorrow. As for the reason, she decided to be honest and said that Vincente and the secretary had just been in a car accident, and there was a business presentation that they needed to deal with tomorrow. But the secretary couldn't go because he was seriously injured. Therefore, she would go with Vincente. Mr. McKinnon doubted whether Mia could really do that, but she explained that she had already passed her uncle's test, and she was capable of doing it. Mr. McKinnon was impressed once again. To his astonishment, Mia had suddenly become excellent at studying and business as well. In the end, he agreed to grant her permission to miss school. Even if Mia didn't give him a reason, he would still allow it. Mia simply gave him a reason out of respect. After their classes in the morning, Mia told her classmates that she would be gone for 1.5 days. She couldn't help them review, and they needed to do it on their own. The students in Class 8 were Mia's fans now, so none of them felt as if she was being arrogant. Instead, they actively responded to her. That day, everyone in their school was talking about Mia's score. After leaving her school, Mia directly went to the hospital to see Vincente. At that time, Vincente's girlfriend was there visiting him. As she stared at Vincente lying in his bed, she looked very sad. Unfortunately, it was just an act. She didn't love Vincente at all, and she only formed a romantic relationship with him for a reason. Her name was Irina Vixen. She was 25 years old and was a beautiful model. She met Vincente at an event. She was a friend of his friend, so they gradually got closer. As time went by, Vincente developed feelings for her. However, that was actually Irina's scheme, and she was so good at acting that Vincente didn't notice anything wrong. Luckily, they had only been dating for 2 months, so they weren't deeply in love. Mia had to get rid of Irina as soon as possible so that Vincente wouldn't be hurt. Once Mia arrived at Vincente's ward, she walked directly inside. She didn't care whether Vincente and Irina would feel bothered, because she intended to interrupt them. "Uncle, is this a friend of yours?" Mia asked. "Yeah," Vincente lied, feeling a little embarrassed. He hesitated to tell Mia that Irina was actually his girlfriend. "Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Vincente's niece. My name is Mia," Mia said. Even though she knew Irina was a bad person, she couldn't embarrass her right now. She needed to act kind until she had solid evidence. Because she was occupied with other things recently, she didn't have much time to investigate Irina. "Nice to meet you too. My name's Irina Vixen. You haven't eaten yet? Go eat. Don't stay hungry for too long, Vincente told her. All right, we can talk about the company after I finish eating. See you then, Mia said, in a bid to chase Irina out. Once she finished speaking, Mia left the ward. I think I should leave soon, Irina said. She didn't think much about whether Mia tried to make her leave on purpose, because Mia seemed very normal. She seemed to accept Irina as Vincente's friend, and didn't even ask further about their relationship. All right, but I can't be with you for the next few days, so take care of yourself, Vincente told her. I'm not a kid. I can take care of myself. I'm just worried about you, Irina said considerately. You don't need to worry about me. There is a nurse to take care of me, but the hospital isn't a good place for your health. I don't want you to get a cold, Vincente explained with concern. Okay, I'll head out, Irina replied, then left. Mia really did go to eat. She quickly grabbed a fast food meal outside the hospital, and then came back. On her way back, she ran into Irina. Miss Vixen, are you leaving? Mia asked. Yeah, I have something else to deal with, so I need to head out, Irina said as she gently smiled. Oh, of course, Miss Vixen. Thank you for your visit to my uncle, Mia responded, deliberately making them seem distant. Irina understood that the Gomez family wasn't aware of her relationship with Vincente yet, so it was very normal for Mia to talk to her like that. However, she was still displeased. Well, I have a very close relationship with your uncle. You don't need to thank me for that, Irina responded, trying to imply that she wasn't a stranger. I know, but it's about being polite. No matter how close you are, I still need to thank you. All right, Miss Vixen, I won't stop you from leaving. I need to see my uncle now, Mia said. Then she directly walked away. Irina thought Mia would ask further about her relationship with Vincente, but unexpectedly, she seemed to have no interest, so she didn't know what else to say. Besides, she somehow felt that Mia was different from the girl she had heard about. She looked mature and stable. She wasn't arrogant, nor was she stupid. It seemed as if Irina had collected the wrong information. Back in the ward, Mia asked Vincente, I told you to arrange for someone to spy on Colton. Have you received any news? I asked about it this morning, but the hacker we hired found nothing abnormal. Vincente sighed. He wasn't blaming the hacker. After all, one's abilities were limited. He wouldn't blame the hacker just because he wasn't skilled enough. How's the company now? Mia asked. A group of shareholders came to see me this morning. Several of them were sincere in their well wishes, while several simply wanted to know my condition. Although we work in the same place, it's unavoidable that some are disloyal and ambitious. If I'm really in a bad condition, the shareholders will definitely compete against each other to take over my duties. But I think they should behave themselves after seeing I'm fine, Vincente said. Wonderful. I'll go to see Colton at the company before he gets off work. But for now, I need to investigate something else, Mia explained. She decided to investigate Irina first. What happened? Vincente asked. I'll tell you after the result is out, Mia replied. Before she came up with proof, she couldn't tell Vincente anything. Since Mia was unwilling to tell him, Vincente didn't ask more. Then Mia went out of the bedroom and sat down in front of the desk in the living room of the ward. She turned on the laptop and began to investigate Irina. She quickly verified that Irina Vixen was 25 years old, born in Chicago, graduated from the Los Angeles Film Academy, and was currently a model with some fame. Afterwards, Mia collected information about Irina's family. There were 4 people in her family, including her parents, her younger brother, and her. The Vixen family was involved in business as well, and they had a reasonably sized company that owned just over $100 million in assets. Mia found out Irina's address and then hacked into the surveillance cameras around her apartment. She saw a young man frequently come and go from Irina's apartment, and it wasn't Vincente. After the young man walked into Irina's apartment at night, he didn't come out until the next day. It was a single apartment, and they were alone together. Without further thinking, Mia figured out what they were doing. Upon realizing that Irina was sleeping with another man while dating Vincente, Mia was furious. However, before she had solid proof, she had to curb her anger and continue to investigate it. After that, Mia found the young man's face and took a screenshot of him. Without delay, she searched for information about him. Before long, she learned about who he was. His name was Evan Tild. He was around 29 years old and was the general manager of Vogue Model Management. He graduated from the Chicago University of Finance, which was the same university Vincente went to. Mia investigated that further, and it turned out that they indeed graduated from the same university in the same year. It could be that Evan was the mastermind who aimed to trap Vincente, but Mia didn't know whether there were any grudges between them. If they had grudges while in college, it would be hard for her to know. She had to ask Vincente about it. If they had grudges after they graduated, it might be easier to find out what had happened between them. Mia thought it was necessary for her to ask Vincente, but not now. She needed to wait until the next day's work was done. If she asked Vincente right now, his mood would be affected, which would affect their business presentation tomorrow. It would be best if Mia could get evidence of Irina's secret relationship with Evan. In order to have evidence of their affair, she needed to continue to watch Irina. As a result, she immediately hacked into the surveillance cameras and followed Irina's route after she left the hospital. After Irina left the hospital, she directly returned to her apartment. Once she went inside, Mia couldn't see her anymore, but it appeared she was alone. Therefore, Mia had to continue to investigate. At 3:00 p.m., Dallas came to the hospital to visit Vincente. Vincente didn't share the news of his car accident with Dallas and Larry at first, so Dallas didn't know about it until now. As soon as he heard, he came to see Vincente. Larry was still recovering from his operation, so he didn't come. In Vincente's ward, Dallas saw Mia and felt a lot more relaxed because he believed Vincente would be fine with her help. After watching her do the operation for Larry, he was sure that she was skilled at medicine. Because Mia didn't want Vincente to know that she had already met Dallas, she pretended like she didn't know him when he showed up, and Dallas didn't point it out. They both acted like they didn't know each other until Vincente made the introduction. Dallas left after about 10 minutes. At 4:00 p.m., Mia went to Couture Design. It was 4:30 p.m. when she arrived, so it wasn't time for employees to be off work yet. Colton was still in his office. Mia went directly into his office without even knocking. After Colton tried to scheme against Vincente, he was always anxious because he was afraid that he might be exposed. Now Mia suddenly came in, so Colton was scared because he still remembered how aggressive she was. He wondered why she suddenly came to see him. Did she find out what he did? No, that was impossible. He was very careful. After he went inside, she shut the door behind her. The next second, she walked towards Colton, who shrank in horror and stammered. "What do you want?" He was too frightened to speak smoothly. "I want to talk about something with you, Mr. Baker," Mia said. "What is it?" Colton asked. Although he wasn't sure that Mia came here because of Vincente, it couldn't be good news. "About my uncle," Mia replied, looking at Colton with a vague smile, but she didn't elaborate on it. Upon hearing that it was indeed about Vincente, Colton got nervous. Was his plan really exposed? However, he still played dumb. "What about Mr. Gomez?" he asked. "Don't be so nervous, Mr. Baker. It seems you know why I'm here," Mia responded, putting on a meaningful smile. She didn't say outright why she came here, but turned it back to Colton instead, which filled him with more anxiety. I'm nervous simply because I'm afraid you'll beat me. I can't read your face. How could I know why you're here?" Colton argued, but even he didn't believe his words. "Since you're afraid of being beaten by me, why did you do such a thing?" Mia accused. She still didn't say it out of things on me, he shouted. Did Mia really know something, or was she just suspicious of him? Was she trying to trick him into admitting the crime? "Mr. Baker, I'm giving you a chance to be honest right now. Be honest, or be punished. If you refuse to tell the truth, I'll deal with it seriously," Mia threatened. "Miss Gomez, if there is anything you want to say, don't beat around the bush. If you're not straightforward, how could I know what you're talking about?" Colton retorted. He was scared of Mia, but he was angry too, since he felt like she was mocking him. "Mr. Baker, don't you know what you've done to my uncle? Or do you think I'm trying to trick you into admitting the crime because I'm suspicious of you?" Mia said meaningfully. Hearing that, Colton understood. Colton, you paid a man named Ty Powell to hire a man to hit my uncle's car, which caused a car accident. Hearing that, Colton was stunned. It seemed Mia knew everything. However, he still refused to admit it. Nonsense. Do you have any evidence to prove it? He questioned. Although he was arguing, his voice was trembling and he was losing confidence. He knew that he was in serious trouble at this moment because if Mia found out about Ty Powell, she must know more than just that. I came here to see you because I already have collected evidence, Mia retorted. I know you feel you're not cherished in couture design, so you wanted to join another company called Splendor Design for the generous package they offered you. Unfortunately, I saw through you that day and kept you in the company for the time being. Now, you've been abandoned because you failed to sabotage the project for Grant Nicholson. In order to successfully join Splendor Design, you decided to attack Vincente, so he couldn't give the business presentation and the project would go to Splendor Design. Hearing that, Colton was completely shocked and instinctively blurted out, "How did you know that?" The next moment, he realized he shouldn't have said that, so he argued, "I mean, you made that up, right? You dislike me, so you put the blame on me." Colton, you don't look innocent at all. You're obviously guilty and scared of the truth coming out. I'm not an idiot, Mia taunted. Colton was struck dumb and didn't know what to say. Are you still trying to deny it? Do you think Splendor Design will help you if you're in trouble? No way. They'll immediately cut off their relationship with you, Mia stated. When Colton heard that, he trembled and looked shocked. He had to admit that Mia was right. Once he was in trouble, Splendor Design would undoubtedly cut off their relationship. It was impossible for them to help him out because he wasn't one of them yet. Mia continued, "Do you always think so highly of yourself? Do you think you're the best and feel upset since you haven't got much attention in couture design? In fact, couture design offered you a very high salary. The clients don't like you. You can't vent your anger on couture design. Do you think Splendor Design appreciates your skills? Nonsense. They simply want to use you to scheme against couture design. If you betray couture design, do you think Splendor Design will really accept you? They're not dumb. They'd be afraid that you'll betray them as well if you're offered a more generous treatment. Business is like a battlefield, and no one will trust a traitor." Colton sank down into his chair, having no idea what to do right now. He hadn't thought about it so much before, and now suddenly he realized that he was stupid. At this moment, he was completely confused and honestly didn't know what to do. Colton, do you still think it's a good decision? I meant it when I told you to be honest, or you would be punished. If you're honest, you can have a lighter punishment. Otherwise, you'll receive the heaviest punishment, Mia threatened him, then added, "Don't force me to use violence. I'm losing my patience." Saying that, Mia clenched her fists and cracked her knuckles, looking extremely scary. Finally, Colton couldn't stand the pressure and blurted out, I'm sorry. If you're really sorry, tell me what you've done, Mia ordered. She wasn't surprised that Colton admitted he was guilty. After all, not everyone had a strong psychological quality and could bear the pressure from her. In the end, Colton told Mia everything he did, which was what she just accused him of. Afterwards, Mia called the police without delay, and once they came, she gave them the recording pen that she had used to record Colton's confession. Then, Colton was taken away. The staff of Couture Design didn't know what had happened until Colton was escorted off the premises by the police. When they heard the news, they were all shocked. They didn't expect that the car accident Vincente had been in had something to do with Colton. Mia called Vincente and told him about the situation. What surprised him was that Mia easily made Colton confess. Nevertheless, he was grateful that she successfully solved the problem. After that, Mia left the company. She went to a nearby restaurant and had dinner. While she ate, she turned on her laptop and hacked into the surveillance cameras at Evan's company to spy on him. Mia finished her meal and waited until nearly 8 p.m., then saw Evan leaving his company. However, together.